We got you dead to rights. But the good times won't start rolling till you're in a courtroom with your own personal Judge Ito. And court TV carrying your scary-ass scowls and crazy shit live. Fascination with serial killers is an American pastime, but you got groupie housewives, magazine profiles, maybe even a summer blockbuster movie. All waiting for you. But the feeding frenzy won't start till you throw out the chum. So then I'm just gonna chill.
You're right. Yeah, this isn't the fun part. The fun part was hanging them like cattle.
Hanging who?
The hookers. Right before I cut their throats.
Son of a bitch.
I used gravity boots to hang them upside down to drain the blood. Then
That shit is privilege. The press never got a hold of that.
I dipped them in liquid nitrogen to freeze the blood before I cut them into nice, clean pieces.
What's the status on Perry?
I'm having him transferred right now. The DA wants to keep him at county pending arraignment.
Maria, it was your decision-making that led to his capture and arrest. And you made all our lives easier by getting the bastard to confess.
Just doing my job.
It feels good to be praising your police work instead of your politics for a change.
We need to make an official comment. Don't worry, I'll keep it short. I'm just heading downstairs now for the press conference.
Press conference is over. Oh, and don't worry, I kept it short.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. That was my bust.
This is my department.
Did you at least give me credit?
Yes, I just gave it to you. Haven't you been listening?
Can anybody tell me where the goddamn misdemeanor A forms are kept?
I've got some right here, Lieutenant. Okay, all right, move along. Nothing to see here. Just another fucking day at work.
Welcome back, Morgan.
Thanks. Maria.
A tour boat guide called in a body down at the breakwater. I want you to take Dokes and a support team and take Morgan. I want to get her back out in the field today.
She's not ready. She shouldn't even be here. What's it been, 5 weeks, 6?
Well, I appreciate your concern, but according to her psych evaluation, she's ready to get back out into the field.
You just gotta look her in the eyes and know she's not right. You put her out in the field, she could melt down, freak out. She hugged me.
All right, well, you partner with her today so you can keep an eye on her.
That's
Not a request. Put Dokes with Batista.
fine.
Maria, I know that it's difficult for you to take orders when you feel that you should be giving them. And I really appreciate your professionalism.
Thanks. Thank you.
I heard about Pascal's little meltdown.
She's been under a lot of stress.
You're still doing it,
What's that?
sticking up for her.
She is my superior.
You know, I may have misjudged you, Maria. Maybe you are more than a political animal. You just might be a real cop.
It's what I've been trying to tell you.
You're back in charge of homicide, effective immediately.
Thank you.
Pascal just said women in the department back 20 years. It's up to you to turn that around.
Yep. Just like old times.
You live for this and you know it.
We could always get in the car and pass the time like we used to.
No. No. I'm not going down that road again.
Code 1. Suspect's vehicle spotted. 1 on board. Headed your way.
Copy that.
I'll take the lead.
I got it.
Look, we don't want this guy to do anything stupid in a crowd of people.
Damn, that's what you out here for? To babysit me?
I'm out here because I'm worried about you.
How many fucking ways till Sunday do I have to tell you that I'm fine, Maria?
Yeah, and that's what worries me. You're fine? With killing 2 men, you're fine.
Been more than 2.
This isn't the Army, James. This is my department. I need to know that you are fit for duty. That's my job as a lieutenant.
That's all you care about is your job. Even if it meant doing Pascal's man to get it back.
How did you know about Bertrand?
I didn't for sure until just now. I know you, Maria. We rode together for 2 years. When you want something, you get it. Pascal was in your way.
You know, we're not talking about this.
Oh, I see. Now you all up in everybody else's shit as long as it ain't yours. Here's our lotto.
Wait until he gets out the car.
How long you gonna keep wiping my ass?
Until I see my old partner again.
On my go. On the ground,
That's
motherfucker!
what I can see, Alvaro. LaGuerta.
You know I didn't do this. You know me, Maria. That's not me.
Yeah, but they don't.
What do they have on me?
They found something in your car.
Oh, shit.
The longer you stay out, the worse it gets. The only way I can help you is if you turn yourself in.
No one will listen without proof.
Of what?
Look, I don't want to pull you into this. Look, the next time you see me, there'll be no doubt. Until then, you won't be able to contact me.
Don't you disappear on me, James.
Maria, I have to do this.
God damn.
Listen to me. I just want you to know that you meant a lot to me, more than you know, and I just want to thank you for that.
What does that mean? But wait. Wait. Excuse me. Donations can be made directly to me.
Donations?
For Sergeant Dokes' memorial service.
You gotta be kidding.
This is what we do for fellow officer.
Thanks again, Morgan.
Excuse me, Lieutenant. I, was wondering...
Checks payable to cash.
Actually, I just wanted to offer my support. Sympathy or... whatever the fuck. If you want to talk.
Thank you, Morgan. I can manage.
I'm not so sure. I mean... you're collecting money to honor a killer.
I'm not honoring the butcher. I'm honoring James Dokes.
Respectfully, Maria, that's denial.
So it is.
You're choosing to be in denial?
Conscious denial. But the case is closed. I'm not going to pursue it. But I knew James. I knew him as a partner and as a friend. And I have to keep on believing that that is who he was, because if he could hide all that other fucked up shit, then I don't think I could ever
Trust anyone again.
That's right.
Or yourself? I'll leave a check in your office.
Ellen? Hello? Ellen?
Thank Christ you found the place. I couldn't have waited much longer. The client just sent me these without a responsible adult to share them with or shame me. I would eat them all. I would. Try that one. Seriously, ganache frosting.
Oh, what the hell?
So, I'm guessing you wanted to meet for reasons other than working up a case of type 2 diabetes.
The Chicky Hines conviction.
Not the justice system's finest hour.
My people have come across evidence that could get the case reopened.
I like the sound of the quid. What's the pro quo?
Nada. Witness statement, giving Hines an alibi, another suspect, all of which checks out.
Two-plus decades doing this job, and a cop's never once handed me a get-out-of-jail card. Especially when that cop's got a history with the ADA who put my guy away.
This isn't about Miguel Prado. It's about doing what's right.
Well, I'll take yes for an answer, then. Prado know you're coming to me with this?
Guess he'll find out.
Well, you better be wearing old clothes because the shit is gonna be flying in your direction.
Huh? Whoa. Cupcakes and scotch.
Yes. Come on.
2 fingers. Oh.
Oye,
Sí.
I'm glad you called today. I was surprised, but glad. The last thing I wanted to do was put you in the middle of... Maria, you gotta know that I've been thinking about us for a long time. Way before Ellen Wolf, rest in peace. Because, hey, what we had...
We were different. Back then, really different.
So why is it every time I look at you, I still feel the same way I felt when we first met? Hmm?
Water's boiling.
Yes. Mi sopa.
And I got you some red stripe.
Oh, wow. Great.
Somewhere. Shit, I left in the car.
Oh, I'll go get it.
No. You stay and make sure it doesn't boil over.
Okay.
Miguel probably thinks he's getting lucky. Looks like he's getting screwed.
I need you to run hair and fiber for me against all victims for the last 10 days.
But I'm the blood guy.
Who also does forensics, who I trust to keep a confidence and the lab results off the record.
Well, keeping secrets is one of my strong suits, but I kind of got my head handed to me the last time I did some off-the-grid testing by you.
This is different. That was bureaucratic bullshit.
This is do as I say, not as I do.
Do you ever get a voice inside nagging at you?
I'm aware of the phenomenon.
Well, I'm hoping I'm wrong about this, but if I am and anyone finds out, it'll bring a shit hurricane down on the entire department.
And if you're right?
Same hurricane, different landfall.
Got it. Either way, I need a raincoat.
No, I don't want you getting into any trouble over this. Use my authorization code to make it happen. Procedure above board, results under the table. Turkey wraps, ices.
And Quavo Silva. Only the best for you. You know, I was thinking, Carl Haas's wife gets mugged, boom, she's dead.
car gets hit by a bus, boom, he's a vegetable.
You never know. You wake up in the morning what the day will bring.
I love you. I love you.
Are you saying that because you're afraid you get hit by a bus?
No. Well, yes, but I just want you to know what I know before I don't know it anymore. And I love you. I love you. I love Maria Esperanza de Alma LaGuerta.
I'm not gonna say it.
You don't love me?
I'm afraid if I say it, something will happen, like you get hit by a bus. So watch out for moving buses. Because I love Angel Juan Marcos Batista. Morgan. My office.
I got a call earlier from the judge you petitioned for your court order.
When's it coming?
It's not.
What?
Your request to detain Jordan Chase as a material witness was denied.
That fuck is scheduled to fly out of here one way today. This was our shot.
I understand why you're upset, but what I don't understand is why you didn't come to me.
You're kidding.
I'm asking.
You are the last person I think of when I need support.
Detective, you've been on the force long enough to know that situations are rarely black and white. Politics come into play.
That doesn't mean that I signed up to be used.
We all get used. And in this instance, you should have used me.
You made it very clear that you don't support my vigilante theory.
And I'm still not sure that there's anything to it, but I have always trusted your instincts as a cop.
You know, at one point I actually thought we were friends.
Well, Deborah, I'm sorry if I betrayed that friendship.
Okay.
Wait.
What? What is it?
Here.
What is this?
It's your court order. From a different judge who owed me a favor.
Fuck me. Now I'm the asshole, right?
You better get going if you want to catch Jordan.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Captain LaGuerta.
One more person moving forward.
Thank you. Thank you.
Captain LaGuerta.
Deputy Chief. That was a beautiful speech. I was touched. It was almost as if...
Almost as if you'd written it yourself?
Yeah. Well, I couldn't leave anything to chance. But you were very convincing.
Okay, cut the crap, Maria. Give me the book.
You know, you're lucky I'm the one who found it. Anybody else would have thrown you to the wolves. Can you imagine the headlines? Deputy Chief Matthews featured prominently in Miami Madam's little black book.
Please, don't talk about integrity to me. You divorced that husband of yours as soon as you realized he was no career wrestler.
That is not true. And you know
Save
that...
it. I'm not interested.
Watch your step, Maria. You're playing with the big boys now.
Vincent, you're working late.
Yeah, well, lots to do. Everyone's doing double shifts.
I know you're working on Mike's case, and that's top priority, but I was wondering if anyone had a chance to go through the evidence from the church.
Sorry. It's all in those boxes over there, but I'm kind of swamped here.
Of course. Hey, does our forensics team ever take blood slides at crime scenes?
No? If any of the evidence is transportable, we bag it. Otherwise, if it's blood, we absorb it into cotton squares, then we bag it.
I see.
Only one person who ever worked at Miami Metro ever took blood slides.
And that was?
Sergeant Dokes. And that was only because of his side gig as the Bay Harbor Butcher.
Right. Of course, Sergeant Dokes. Thank you.
Masuka got wind that you're using an outside lab to run evidence, and he thinks he's gonna get fired. Is there anything I should know?
I needed a second pair of eyes on something. It's nothing.
Does this have anything to do with the Bay Harbor Butcher? Lundy carried that notebook everywhere he went.
Get the tour. This has to remain between you and me.
Of course.
I had a lab analyze a blood slide I found at the abandoned church.
A blood slide like a Bay Harbor Butcher trophy?
Travis Marshall's blood was on it.
But Dokes was the Bay Harbor Butcher, and Dokes is dead.
What if it wasn't Dokes? What if the Bay Harbor Butcher is still alive and at work? What if he killed Travis Marshall?
Except Travis Marshall wasn't cut up into pieces and put into bags.
But the fact that the Bay Harbor Butcher kept blood slides was never released to the public. It's probably not some copycat. How do you explain this?
I can't.
I know it sounds impossible, but I never believed that Dokes was a killer. And from his notes, Lundy had his doubts too.
Well, you can add me to that list. Dokes was my partner. He was a good man. Is there anything I can do to help?
You have no idea how good it is to hear you say that. I've been keeping this all to myself. Your eyes only.
My eyes only. You wanted to see me?
Yeah.
How was the meeting with the DA?
Fine. He's confident that we have enough evidence to put Circle away for a long time.
Thank the sweet fucking baby Jesus.
But that's not what I wanted to talk to you about. I had my last 2 interviews yesterday. You know, with the families of the missing persons who I thought could have been victims of the Bay Harbor Butcher.
And? Any leads?
Not a one.
It's frustrating.
So, I started looking into open cases. I figure a lot of homicide suspects vanish into thin air. What if the butcher took some of them out?
That's good thinking. Did you find anything?
Maybe. Remember the Barrel Girls?
A swamp full of blondes and barrels, all of them raped, electrocuted, and embalmed. How could I forget it?
All 5 suspects, including self-help guru Jordan Chase, went missing before we could build a case against them.
You're thinking the butcher could have killed them? There were 2 vigilante killers.
Maybe he took on an accomplice. One of the victims who was looking for justice. I know it's a reach, but it's possible.
Wasn't the theory that Jordan Chase killed the accomplices and fled the country?
Yes, but even if Chase killed the other 4 suspects, the butcher still could have killed Chase.
I don't think so. Jordan Chase was very high profile. That would be too risky.
Still, it's worth looking into.
Not this guy. This one either. Dexter Morgan. This guy had a slip.
Had? Meaning he doesn't have one anymore?
No, he moved a few years back. I remember because it was odd. He had 8 months to go on his lease.
When exactly did he move?
May 2007.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Could you have picked more of a dump?
Oh, come on, Maria. It's perfect for all this cloak and dagger bullshit. It's the kind of place you take hookers and ugly broads. You know, so nobody sees you.
You should know. I followed up on all the names you identified on my list.
Yes, the list of suspicious police employees who own boats.
Yes, they were all dead ends. All except for Dexter Morgan, who conveniently moved his boat right when we were closing in on his marina during the official Bay Harbor Butcher investigation.
You really think Dexter is the Bay Harbor Butcher?
It's worth looking into.
No, it's a waste of time. Now look, you have to start thinking logically. If Dokes really wasn't the Bay Harbor Butcher, then that means that somebody probably framed him.
Right.
Which means that same person probably killed him, most likely the real Bay Harbor Butcher. So, best thing to do is to look into Dokes' final days.
We should start with the cabin in the Everglades, where Dokes died.
Makes sense.
This is where the cabin used to be.
Yeah, before it got blown to smithereens.
Juan Alonso? I'm Captain Maria LaGuerta from Miami Metro Homicide. This is Thomas Matthews.
What do you want?
Were you the owner of this property back in 2007? And did you rent it at that time to a James Dokes?
The Bay Harbor Butcher. Oh, no. I told the cops back then I had nothing to do with that.
And how did Mr. Dokes come to be staying here?
Hell if I know. I rented the place to Santos Jimenez.
Jimenez?
Some kind of Colombian drug guy. Not that I knew at the time. Would never rent to a criminal.
Of course not.
Now, why does that sound so familiar? Now I know why the name Santos Jimenez rang a bell. He wasn't just a drug runner. He was one of the 3 men responsible for killing Dexter Morgan's biological mother, Laura Moser.
Moser?
Yeah. Some drug lord put a hit on her because he found out that she was Harry Morgan's CI. She was butchered by Jimenez with a chainsaw, right in front of Dexter and his brother Brian.
Brian Moser? The ice truck killer, that was Dexter's brother?
Yeah.
So, that means that Dexter watched his mother get chopped up, just like the Bay Harbor Butcher chopped up his victims?
So what are you saying?
Where's Jimenez now?
He disappeared.
Murdered by the Bay Harbor Butcher?
Maybe.
So who was more likely to want Jimenez dead? Dokes or Dexter?
Now, come on, Maria.
No, Tom. We can't ignore the facts. The Bay Harbor Butcher took blood slides from his victims. Dexter is a blood spatter analyst, and Dokes always thought there was something off about Dexter. What if Dokes was onto him? Jesus, what if Dexter is the real Bay Harbor Butcher?
What if he isn't?
I'm gonna go question him.
No, you're not gonna do that. No, I don't think you're right about this.
Trust me. I hope I'm not.